Okay, 7th graders, today we're talking about histograms, and can you identify the differences in distributions of data of histograms? So first let's talk about what a histogram is. It is a bar graph, but it's not just a regular bar graph. It shows the frequency of data in intervals. So let's take a look at different distributions of histograms. This is what we were talking about today in class, different distributions. We did talk about normal distribution, how it makes kind of a perfect hill. A skewed distribution is kind of the one that looks like it's either decreasing or increasing. It can be skewed in either direction, so it could start high and end low, or start low and end high. We briefly discussed bimodal distribution, where there are kind of two main clusters of data and there's kind of a gap in the middle. And then a flat distribution when everything's pretty much the same, but it's relatively flat. There's not a lot of differences in the data. So on number 1, we're going to display the data in the histogram, and so we're going to need January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December across the bottom. These are my intervals. And then the frequency, I'll just count it by ones. So here's 15 for January to March. April to June has 9. July to September has 6. And October to December goes back up to 12. So that's what our histogram would look like. On number 2, our intervals will be number data this time. So we would go from 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 11, and again I can count up by ones. So 0 to 2 is 6, 3 to 5 is 8, 6 to 8 is 2, and 9 to 11 is 1. So that's what my histogram looks like. Turn your paper over. We have 2 more histograms. And they give us the data, so we'll go 0 to 11, 12 to 23, 24 to 35, and 36 to 47. And then here we'll count it by ones. 0 to 11 was 7. 12 12 to 23 was 10. 24 to 35 was 5. And 36 to 47 was 2. And number 4, zero to 19, 20 to 39, 40 to 59, 60 to 79, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 3 here. And if you want, you can kind of separate out your bars so that you know how far you need to go. 20 to 39 was 8. And then 8 again. And then we had 15. So there's my histogram. Okay, now we're going to take a look at answering some questions about histogram. The histogram shows the time students ran the mile in gym class. Which interval contains the fewest data values? So there's the least number of students ran the mile in 9 to 10 minutes. How many students are in the class? Well, there's 2 here, 12, 11, and 9. So that's 20, 32, 33, 34. And what percent of students ran the mile in 12 minutes or less? That would be 12, 13, 14 out of 34. And all I have to do is divide that. So 14 divided by 34 gives me 0.41176, and on and on and on. And what percentage is that? 2 decimal places, I get 41%. Okay, you have a histogram with some questions. Go ahead and complete this last one for your homework assignment, and have a great night.